Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. How's everyone doing? I'm Rob Schneider. And
I can't believe it. The Rob Schneider.
Yeah, this is me, Rob Schneider. I'm back again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't remember? I was here for the Alabasta stuff. You know, I played every single character in Alabasta.
Oh, right.
You're not Robert. You can't do that.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. Right? Deep cut. I mean, deep cut. I like how it's just my voice with like a little bit more obnoxiousness.
Yeah,
that's
just
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, isn't that just like how it goes though?
Yeah, I mean that's what at least South Park has taught me. You just go like, "Hey, look at me, I'm Rob Schneider," and then there you go. You did it, nailed it, perfect. You don't need to actually mock, or sorry, you don't need to mirror any actual sounds. You just need to mock his attitude. I don't even know if that's his attitude. I think that's just like the attitude.
Just how he speaks.
Yeah, well, I think that's just how they infer how he speaks. I don't even think that's really how he speaks. He seems like a pretty decent guy, maybe. I don't know. I guess I don't know about him like outside of his acting roles. Never struck me as like an asshat, but maybe. So anyway, what are we doing this week, guys? Yeah, Justin, you're being real quiet over there. How you doing, bud?
We watched One Piece this week.
All right, and did we like One Piece this week?
I liked One Piece this week. It was good.
We have a star for liked One Piece this week from Justin. Wow, it's
10 out of
amazing.
10 thumbs up from me.
It's a 10.
I don't like the way he sounds right now. I don't know what it is.
I also don't. There's something off about his voice.
Yeah, what's going on over there, buddy?
I don't know. I mean,
brother, why are you breaking? Come on, you do this every week.
If you don't have anything to hide, then just speak normally.
It was a long day at work. Okay, I don't think I've recovered yet, but I'm here and I'm ready to podcast. I am small.
I mean,
I'm heavy.
You are small and you are heavy.
I'm small and full of mass.
What do these adjectives have to do with anything related to podcasting?
I am small and full of mass.
I broke him. We're trapped in a loop.
Know. I think he's trying to relate to the Tontadas, where they're very small but they pack punch. You know,
bro, that Tontada tail whip was awesome.
It was something,
dude. That's the like tail whip I want to have in my Pokemon game.
Nah,
yeah,
no damage, only defense break.
Nah, fuck that shit, dude. I want some real fucking damage from my tail whip. Only damaging moves. Fuck that other nonsense.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, well, you go join the game for dev team,
making
then.
Support Pokemon and whatnot. Screw that. I want my Pokemon to beat ass.
Damage moves only.
Mm-hmm. Damage moves only.
I'm like a Pokemon game that's just damage moves.
Listen,
Facts,
all
bro.
I'm saying is, unless it was Sword Dance, when did you ever choose a move that wasn't a damage move?
Never.
Tell me.
Only if I'm healing.
That's all I'm saying.
I didn't even use Swords Dance. It was all damage all the time.
I did get Sword Dance a couple of times. That move's pretty fucking good. Also, Paris Song, because it's just like really fucking memey.
I only know
any
attack
good Pokemon
and heal. That's it. If I'm doing anything else that's cheesy, it was against my volition.
Healing up to the trainer. That's a waste of a slot.
I'm not a good trainer.
I would also say I would rarely choose a healing unless it was like a low level grass type, and then I would get like Leech Seed, and I would like fight an enemy that can like just barely like not out damage my heal, and then I just like watch me siphon its life away slowly. That shit's kind of funny.
Some sadistic shit now.
Yeah, they were like using an Oddish, using like life steal and shit like that. That shit was kind of funny.
Just watching the enemy wither away in front of you.
You get like 18 points of health back, and every time they damage you, they hit you for like, you know, maybe 15. They have one move that can hit you for 22, but unfortunately they only have like 5 PP of that shit or whatever, so they can only do that 5 times. So you just sit there life stealing them for the rest of the fucking fight. It's kind of funny, actually. I do like doing that. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Pokemon.
Not
yeah.
Pokemon.
Welcome to the Pokemon cast, everybody.
Is it the Pokemon cast?
It is now.
I don't know if I'm ready for the Pokemon cast. You know, I feel like the time to do the Pokemon cast would have been when Ash Ketchum finally won, which was like a year ago now.
So are you saying that the time for a One Piece podcast wouldn't have been until Luffy finally finds the One Piece? Is that Is that what you're saying?
No.
We should have just mixed this. We shouldn't be doing this, right? We should just cancel this and delete the entire feed.
Hold on. You're taking him out of
The
context,
name
man.
of the podcast was Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All, the podcast, that I would be all in, but it's not. It's called, who are we? One Piece with some fruit or some shit like that nowadays? Just kidding.
I mean, yeah, but I don't see what the relevance is there.
The relevance is that this is the content that we advertise versus the content that we just fucking fall into because our brains are fucking mush, and this happens every fucking week, and we know it, they know it, you know it, and I'm just trying to give us
Does
a little bit of a
Pokemon have
line.
more episodes than One Piece?
Not even
Oh my
close.
god, here we fucking
Wait,
go.
actually,
Are you
Hold
sure?
on. I don't
Are you sure about
I don't think it's that far. Hold on, one sec. Number
It's gotta be close, right?
I think it's actually pretty close. Episodes. Number of Pokemon episodes.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ooh, baby.
Does Pokemon does it blow One Piece out of the water? Tell me it blows One
It
Piece out
doesn't
of the water.
blow it out of the water, but it does beat it.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
1,200.
Damn.
1,200
That's,
episodes.
that's at least 100 ahead of us.
For
Fuck.
context, One Piece is rounding 1,100 here pretty soon.
Damn, bro.
I think
that's
we're
wild.
onto something here. All I'm saying
I
is
think-
like we're gonna be done with One Piece
I
in a
think
couple
we might
of years.
have our next cash cow.
We've already got the stupid Garb Gab where we make One Piece people into Pokemon. We just flip it and reverse it, and we turn Pokemon characters into One Piece characters.
The Garp bag. Or the
The
magic
Gab
garb.
Oh, the Gab
The
Garb.
Magic Garb.
Magic Garb. Oh no, I hate that. I hate everything about
This is
that. Let's
great.
not do
We're 10
that.
minutes in and we haven't talked a fucking lick about One Piece. This is great.
Fucking hate it. Hold on. All right. So anyway, we're back. Well, bring us back to this other shonen that we're watching. That is about pirates, not about capturing and poaching animals and forcing them to fight against their will. Anyway,
Speaking of beginning, we began Operation S.O.P. Sugar Otamagi. I don't know the word for panic. Panic.
You gonna let him read the summary first?
Oh, I thought we did that. I'm not gonna lie.
You fucking moron.
I was like, I thought he was going to do it.
I did too.
I was like, that's not the start to the summary, but okay.
Listen, 10 minutes in, I thought we got this far at least.
No.
No, he
Not
didn't
even a little
actually.
bit.
That's how unhinged we are. That's just the people. That's the content that you come to know and love in this fucking mad world we live in, Justin. Yeah. So I guess here's the summary. As we begin this week in this set of episodes, we return to the King Riku army beneath the tree in the flower field as they prepare for their assault on the underground base beneath the island. Robin and Usopp join all the little Tontatas as they infiltrate the underground base in search of Sugar. Sugar being the member of Doflamingo's crew responsible for making all of the toys in the island. The plan is to cause Sugar to pass out so that the spell will be broken and all of the toys will return to their human selves. Frankie, on the other hand, is assaulting the front door of the toy house as a distraction for the infiltration team. Here, he faces the hard-boiled, macho, handsome, and prized swimming athlete known as Senor Pink, a man that might just give Frankie a run for his money on perverted clothing attire. Elsewhere, the Battle of Block D finally comes to a close. Rebecca is held on the ropes for a few more minutes by a combatant of the name Suleiman, until a mysterious figure, Hakuba, suddenly appears and cuts all of the remaining fighters down in one move. It is revealed this mystery fighter was actually Cavendish's alter ego, a bloodthirsty warrior that possesses Cavendish when he falls asleep. By the end of the match, Cavendish and Hakuba return to the ground, passed out, and the one to rise from the ashes is, of course, Rebecca! Thus, the Battle of Block D is finally over. Finally, our team of Zoro, Luffy, and Kinemon are traveling over to the palace to give Doflamingo a swift kick in his you-know-what. They finally make it to the base of the lift when they are met by none other than Viola, the former princess of Dressrosa. What will happen to our favorite pirate crew next? We'll have to come back next week to find out. All right, Justin, now you can do your thing. All right, don't worry. You're. I won't take any more of
You're
your
in the
fucking
clear
time.
now.
I know. Yeah,
Operation
yeah.
S.O.P. Sugar Otamagi Panic. So we begin with our little Tontata friends getting ready to mobilize. They have apparently dug a tunnel between their tree house club base thing down to the center of the port town city underneath the palace that is also underneath the Colosseum that is housing a massive port town, the Smile Factory somewhere in there, and just it's a massive operation. It is impressive, but also incredibly terrifying and disgusting, especially to Usopp. When he arrives, he's like, bro, this is massive. This is a massive operation, and it's disgusting that like so we get a little bit more context for the toys. So when basically they're just working all the time. When they're downstairs underground at night, they are working to manufacture things, unload the docks, and just do all the manual labor, right? And during the day, if they're allowed to go up to the surface, they're actually just meant to be entertainers, I guess. I had a vision of things being more like freeing and I guess positive. It was like, oh, they get to just enjoy being toys on the surface. It's not
are you
bad.
describing your Are you describing your feelings learning this information in real time, like with these set of episodes?
Maybe.
So did you not remember all of these details?
Not exactly.
Why are you being so quiet for? Just answer the fucking. God damn it, Justin.
I remember okay. Obviously, the stuff underground, I mostly remember. Maybe the details of things exactly I forgot. But I genuinely thought the toys on the surface were just having a mostly good time.
What are you talking about? They're having a mostly good time.
Okay. So like deep inside,
Justin, you've known for weeks that all of them are okay. If you fucking forgot this part, which I don't know is possible, but I'm going to pretend you did. They've been turned into toys from being humans, and they're forced to live their lives forgotten. Regardless of whatever the fuck they're doing, their lives are fucking miserable.
Okay,
miserable.
I hear what you're saying, but from my perspective, my thought was like, oh, they're like free. I was like, oh, they're free. They're like, okay, sure. Like, it sucks that they have like no one remembers them as humans and therefore don't really know them as individuals truly. But like for all the parents, for instance, who are like, oh, I can no longer be with my spouse or kid in like the true fashion of like they know who I am and vice versa. But they can like get as close as possible, and that may not be so bad. Like it was bad, but I thought it wasn't as bad as it was. I was like, oh, they're just like enjoying their life. They're just toys, and that sucks. But like, you know, they're making the best of it. I didn't realize they were actually still on the clock, and they're just meant to be like freaking circus performers 24/7. That context is missing for me.
Well, that's interesting. Christian, do you have thoughts?
I think he's a
before
fucking
I roast this
wild animal.
Thank you. I'm glad I don't have to be the one to say it.
I was just looking for a silver lining here, man.
About?
I thought maybe it wasn't all bad for the toys, all right?
Weeks they've been talking about. Soul has done nothing but talk about the agony they feel for being so close yet so far to their loved ones.
I thought it was like, yo, if you stay in line, you get to enjoy some type of something.
They're just sitting with their fucking old families, not knowing who they are, and it's just great.
Oh,
listen, man, I'm just looking for the silver lining in all this.
There's
okay?
the one toy that just watches his wife get plowed by another man, and he's just like, well, at least I'm just a toy.
Yeah,
having fun on the surface.
At least I can still see my wife.
Okay, so you say that, and like that can genuinely be a silver lining and a thing to hold on to and enjoy.
Yes, and you know what they do?
A forced one.
You know what they do with that? They hang it over their heads like bait. It's because it's the only thing these people have to look forward to. Otherwise, they die.
Yes, but I didn't
otherwise
have that
they are literally thrown into the garbage.
The 100% understanding of how this operation is happening. I thought like underground toys were for like the dissidents, like the quote unquote bad toys. I thought all the ones on the surface were like, hey, we like fall in line and do what they say, and we get to like enjoy our life as much as possible. And I found out that's not true. There is no enjoyment, period. You're sad underground and you're sad above ground. There is nothing.
There isn't even like, I mean, there's not a tremendous like distinction either. Like they're just kind of always working no matter what.
I didn't know that.
That is correct.
I did not have.
They even said that they don't sleep.
I mean, yeah, but like, what? I didn't interpret that as like we don't sleep because we're literally forced into labor 24/7. I thought it was just like toys don't sleep. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, it's both. It's hey, toys don't sleep, and then Doflamingo's evil ass is like, hey, I can make use of that. That's free real estate.
Listen, man, I found hopium and copium on the surface worlds. Or so I
sometimes
thought,
Justin,
and that was ripped away from me this week.
Sometimes my guy, my man, I love you, but I can't understand you. There are times in my
all I'm
life
saying
where I have
is,
to really
within the next
suspend.
couple of not episodes, but arcs, I'm not going to be that much different than Brendan or Christian on the show. There's going to be just so much that
you just called Devin Brendan, by the way.
Anyway, at some point, it's going to be. At least I didn't call you Crystal or someone. Anyway, at some point, I'm just going to be as new to this experience as the others, either because I've just purged my memory or I just truly haven't experienced something.
We're approaching stuff that's more and more recent to what you've been watching.
You say more and more recent. It's been 4 years plus, man. All right, that's a long time.
I mean, that's fine, but Ennie's Lobby and that shit was 10 years ago for you.
Justin, this is literally your favorite arc.
And as I mentioned, during this particular arc, I made some animalistic choices, mostly passively, quote unquote, watching, doing Geordies, where I just kind of press the right key on my laptop, just trying to finish the episode as fast as possible.
Maybe I've had it all wrong. I think I had it all wrong. I think One Piece's problem is that there's not enough content. I think there's just too much. I think we need even more fluff, because if we go too fast, people like Justin are going to lose details.
No. I don't need more fluff or less fluff.
Fuck.
I just need, I don't know, better pacing. That's all I needed, I guess. I don't know. My problem was during this arc is when I started One Piece, Dressrosa was kind of coming to a close, and I just wanted to be with all the cool kids who are caught up on the anime. You could talk about spoilers and stuff, and I was like, I want to participate, and so I speed ran my way to the end. When in reality, it was I just went on whatever anime site I was using, press play, spam the right key, finish the episode, quote unquote, and went to the next one. And I kept doing that until I got to whatever the most recent episode was. And then I was like, I did it. I caught up on One Piece. Meanwhile, I am missing so much content.
This is so fucking funny to me. Justin, never change, please.
No. I need to change.
Never change.
I need to better myself in so many ways. I need to reform.
Is it time to talk about how much I fucking hate Sugar and her powers? Can we finally unpack?
Sure we can.
Pandora's?
But first,
we sure can.
Before we get to that passionate discussion, Christian, is there anything you want to say to Brendan this week since he wasn't here last week?
I was hoping we could just ignore it.
No. If I'm catching the smoke, you're coming with me, all right?
What do you mean catching the smoke? We all knew. Come on. We were just trying to keep the dream alive, man.
Christian gave me a piece of his mind. It's your chance, all right? You need a slice of the pie.
All right, Christian. After all of this time, after all these weeks, what do you have to say to me for what I said to you in trying to dissuade you on Sabo's undeath?
Fuck you.
That's fair. I take that in stride. That's about the right amount.
Let's go, baby. I'm the best.
I deserve that.
I got so many wrinkles up here. It's insane.
Listen, all right, don't give yourself that much credit, all right? You think you're the first person to be like, oh, hey, they introduced this other guy. His name is Sabo, and they never showed his fucking dead body. I wonder if he'll ever come back into the show somehow. Come on.
Hundreds, I'm on thousands of wrinkles.
Oh, boy. Well, we tried. I did what I could. I really thought that if anything, actually, I'm gonna talk my own ass up for a second. When I remember at one point when you were like, what purpose would they have to put Sabo in the story if not to bring him back into the story later, especially after Ace's demise? When my sorry ass came up with off the cup saying to demonstrate that Luffy has already been through this trauma before, but the difference is that at the last time he had Ace, but now he doesn't have an Ace. So how will he find a way to get through it? In my mind, I thought that was a great answer. I still think about it to this day that I thought I was like, man, that was pretty damn good, but it wasn't enough, and that's fine. I take that. It is what it is.
I am steadfast.
You are steadfast in your beliefs.
I've never met a man with stronger conviction in my life.
Now, I am surprised, maybe not surprised, but I'm a little slightly surprised at how hard you doubled down on Sabo in this arc, where Bartolomeo was introduced, and not even for a second did you think that Barto was going to step in and be like, hey, Luffy, what if I just got it for you? You don't even flinch. You never considered that possibility. And you were just like, no, Sabo's here. For sure. He's going to get the fruit. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I did not for a second think that Barto was going to, because the entire time Luffy was still all about doing it himself and wasn't going to let anybody else touch it. And
that's very true.
So, and it's especially not this schmuck that he just met. So, like,
I mean, to be fair, when Law was in trouble, though, he was willing to let Barto go after it, though. But I guess he also had kind of like even given up on the idea of even taking the fruit in general by that point. He was like okay with not even having it by then, which is kind of sad. But you know, he was like, well, my crew's like really in trouble, so I got to go help my butts.
Yeah, he was. I see this. Okay, so this is a point that I can really give to Luffy's character, because he makes this decision in the moment where he's like, okay, well, while it would be very, very upsetting for somebody else to end up with Ace's fruit, my alive friends are in trouble now, and I need to do something about that now, even if it means giving up the fruit to somebody else. It just so happened in that moment that Bartolomeo was like, hey, well, I can do it for you. And so it became by this point, Bart has proven himself semi-useful in getting him to Zoro, and so they can have the whole conversation and stuff. And then he helps out Bellamy. There we go. Forgot his name for a second. He helps out Bellamy, brings Bellamy over. Luffy favors Bellamy also, even though Bellamy's doing this hard to get bit right now. And so Bart at this point has proven himself somebody that Luffy can potentially rely on. So he's fine in that instance. But anytime before this, it's like, Bart's just kind of a guy that he like shows up every now and then, drools over Luffy, and Luffy goes, okay, buddy. That's cool.
That's kind of true.
So
that's fair.
Now it was a legitimate reason. It just so happened that in the same episode, or not very long after that, someone even more
like literally
worthy of doing it came
the
up.
Next scene, or like in that scene, Sabo's just like, hey, what up, bud?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm here too.
Barto's like, yo, how the fuck dare you talk to Luffy like that? He's gonna be king of the pirates. And then Sabo's like, oh, I know. I've known for years. Shoves his ass out of the way.
Bro, that shove had so much prejudice behind it. It wasn't just like he moved him out of the way. He tossed him across the room with the simple, that guy's packing heat, all right? I don't know what kind of heat, but he's packing
I love that energy. I do love that energy. But anyway, I really want to talk about how much I hate sugar. Okay, so even though I don't know if it ever gets like a list of powers like completely like shown to the audience, all of her powers have been shown in some way, shape, or form up to this point. I'm going to take it upon myself to list all of them for us as a team. Maybe it gets better explained in another set of episodes. Who cares? We've seen all the powers. I'm just going to do it right now for you. This is her fucking moveset. Number 1, she has the hobby fruit, which means that she can turn a motherfucker into a toy. That in and of itself is kind of wild. So you can already debuff anything you want. You can turn anybody into like a useless fucking cricket for all you fucking care. And that's already pretty fucking strong. In addition to being able to turn into a toy, everyone that becomes a toy is immediately forgotten. They are purged from everyone's active memory. So when they are a toy, they'll just be running around going like, oh, hey, do you know who I am? Like you can evaporate a motherfucker by turning them into a toy. Like anyone who's strong in this world, be like, oh, hey, look, you're a toy now. They no longer exist. They're done. All right. Number 3, once they are a toy, and this is the real fucked thing, she has the authority to make a contract with you as a toy and set your rules for your life. She gets to command you for the rest of your toy fucking life. That's what she was doing with the first couple of toys that we saw in those previous episodes. She was like, oh, well, you'll obey me and like all of the other Doflamingo commanders. And they're like, oh, why can't I stop? They couldn't fucking stop because the order that they were given was go outside and fucking work. So now they are stuck working, period. They have to listen to her ass with whatever. She can make any rule she wants. She can say, hey, go jump off a bridge. hey, I want you to stand here for the rest of eternity. And they just have to fucking do it. So that's fucking broken. Number 4, at the time of consumption, you just retain your age, whatever that fucking may be, for the rest of your life. Now, it might not be immortality. It says the age. She might still age in like the, I guess, like your body gets older sense, but physically you look the same. But still, so you can eat that shit as like, you know, a 26-year-old, and you will maintain your perfect body for the rest of your fucking miserable existence. This power is so fucking wild, and it is so fucking broken. I can't fathom where this man was when he came up with this power and was like,
what he was
this
on.
is reasonable. This is totally reasonable. No, this isn't that bad. If any motherfucker with a brain and ambition had this power, the series would be over. It would be done. I don't even. Okay. I'm sorry. I've been yelled so much. My head kind of hurts.
Do you have a response,
I've
Christian?
listed all of her powers. Yeah, Christian, do you have a response? Do you have concerns, qualms, or additions to anything that I've told you this evening?
I agree with every statement. It's utterly ridiculous to call this thing the hobby fruit and let it. Okay, fine. Toys fall under hobbies. Why not? Eternal youth. What? What are you talking about? And then
I can live with that.
And then, what do you mean you can live with that?
I can live with
You know,
like.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to your smooth brain ass. All right, you lost all credibility about 15 minutes ago. All right, I don't want to talk to you. You're done. The third thing about being able to, it just poof, gone. You're just erased from every single person that knows of your existence's memory. What do you?
No, that's
where does
broken.
that come from? What part of a hobby does that? What I cannot wait for the episode where they try and explain this bullshittery, if it even exists. I actually maybe I don't even want that, because it's just gonna piss me off even more, I'm sure.
No, I honestly, I don't think it exists. I think we are just expected to understand that, yep, that's what her power means. That this is a byproduct of her power.
Ludicrous. It's lunacy. It's idiocracy.
It's Lil Bow Wow is what it is.
It's so
Bro, what?
It's so beyond the
He said
realm of
ludicrous.
anything that should be in this show.
damn you.
Like you're right. If anyone of even remote like substance or ambition actually had this power, it would just be over. Like, you know how
Yep.
like Kaido has to go through all these hoops to make fake devil fruits to build up an army. If he just had this, it would there would be no show.
Right, it would be over. It'd be done. He would just, oh, hey, you no longer exist, and I am now the only one on the
you
board.
work for me.
Yeah. Oh, and also you work for me.
Unconditionally.
It's like, what the fuck, man? Oh, it's the brainwashing. It's the memories. It's everything. Like, I understand what Oda wanted with this. He wanted okay, I'm gonna use the word believable, but just hear me out here. He wanted a believable means of convincing the people that everything was okay, while simultaneously inventing tragedy with these toys. And with that, he succeeded. But at what fucking cost? At what cost did he manage to make this plot element like real? It's all I'm saying, dude. This fucking power is beyond a shadow of a doubt the most outrageous, This is my least favorite fruit in the entire show. It is beyond the most outrageous fruit. It is the most broken devil fruit in the entire show. I'm convinced. Anyone else has this, the show is over. I don't know what you do to fight it.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
When me and Devin were ranting about the pawpaw fruit, did any part of you in the back of your head remember this fruit and go, just fucking wait?
Christian.
You fucker.
Christian.
Gotta stop calling each other by each other's names.
Yes. In fact, I want to believe that a part of me even said, let me tell you, there's a much fucking worse fruit out there that's going to fucking piss you the fuck off far more than this fucking thing does. But I will I want to believe I even put that one on the table, but I'm not going to give myself too much credit without re-listening to the episode to be certain. But yeah, you can be sure that my ass in the back of my mind was like, oh, you don't even know bullshit.
Just you fucking
all right?
wait.
Just you fucking wait for the biggest fucking bullshit devil fruit in this whole show, because it gets so much worse. Oh
I want to chime in real quick.
This fruit just has 4 passives, and I don't even know how to describe like how much that infuriates me. Okay, go ahead, Justin.
So one of the passives you speak of is the contract nonsense. On the wiki, someone believes that potentially the contract aspect of Sugar's power may be a reference to the 3 laws of robotics, also known as Asimov's laws, based off of Isaac Asimov, who is a famed science fiction writer. He wrote a bunch of robot-based stories, Run Around, part of a collection called iRobot. But the 3 laws, I don't remember when he wrote this, some in the 1950s, I believe. The 3 laws introduced in his books. The first law: a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Second law: a robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. The third law: a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. And I thought that was kind of cool.
Well, I mean, it's a nice thought.
It kind of explains like later on, I believe, Zoro like shoves the kid over and the kid cries, says, "This toy hit me," and everyone is like, "Someone call the police!" And I'm like, the kid fell over. Why are we calling the cops?
Well, yeah, no, they very clearly do make a rule like don't fuck with people. Like that's clearly one of the laws. But I'm pretty sure she's got like full fucking like she can do whatever, she can say whatever she wants. Like she's not limited. Like that's why she has to like establish the contract at the start. Like otherwise let me put it this way. If what you're describing was true, where it like when they're turned into a toy, they just have those 3 laws like established. Why does she need to verbalize any contract in the first place? It would just be baked into the power.
No, I'm not saying that.
She has to verbalize
it's a cool
the contract.
Parallel. For me, I guess it explains like how things operate.
It's like,
Cool
I mean, it might be a cool like reference or whatever, but in the meantime, I'm going to stay outraged about the fact that she can just make a contract with every single fucking toy she makes.
Isn't necessarily, this seems like less of a like direct, like this is how it works to explain her power, and more of just like Oda probably is attempting to reference this particularly prolific piece of work rather than use it as the basis for her power set, you know?
That I believe.
And I've seen this. I didn't know if I didn't know it was an Isaac Asimov thing, but you see this in likewise pieces of media. Most recently, with my endeavors in the hit video game Lies of P, there's a much more direct reference to Asimov's work in those 3 rule sets in that game, having it deal with puppets, and which is basically the same idea as the robots. But
yo, dude, I didn't know you picked up Lies of P. Why don't you tell me?
Hell yeah, brother! If you were on PlayStation more often, you'd have known.
Shit, yo, you beat it yet?
No, I'm close. I think.
What boss you at?
I forget where the last boss I was at was, but I was the central station is all like icky looking now with the giant blue rocks and shit.
Oh yeah, no, I know where you are. Yeah.
What were we talking about again?
We were talking about how much we were being outraged.
Fuck sugar,
dude. Fuck sugar. All my homies hate
sugar, and especially her snot-nosed bodyguard guy. Fuck that guy too, just for good measure.
Snot-nosed, you don't know.
Yeah, dude, you don't know the half of it. Treble is he's a character.
He is a character of all time.
But you want to know who else is a character? Senor Pinko.
Senor Pig, the hard-boiled man himself.
You seem
that
apprehensive, Christian. What's
mother
lover
over
there?
I feel like I don't share the same enthusiasm you guys might, unless it's a meme for you guys. I don't know yet.
Christian.
I don't know how to describe this. It is not a meme that I do actually like Senor Pink's character a lot.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I see there's been some slight changes to the sheet, or not changes, additions. This bullet here that I definitely didn't write myself earlier today. Senor Pink is a freaky deaky motherfucker, or excuse me, mother lover.
No,
excuse
mother
me.
lover.
Mother lover.
Yeah, he's a mother lover. He's clearly
yeah.
a man that loves his mother. Actually, what the hell?
My bad.
How dare you say that? He would never fuck another man's mother.
I mean, he would.
No, he wouldn't. That would violate his code.
No, he absolutely wouldn't. He is only a mother lover. He would call his own mother, send her a box of chocolates on her birthday, and then send a bouquet of flowers to his best friend's mom. He is not a motherfucker. He's only a mother lover.
Well, right. I mean, you don't have to like in order like loving isn't restricted to in sexual intercourse. Like you can be into moms without the sex part.
Well, yeah, but motherfucker is pretty. The only thing there is sex.
Straight and direct.
No, I get that, but the bullet point says mother lover, not motherfucker.
Yeah, but I misinterpreted or rather misspoke, and that's what he's correcting.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I mean I know,
yeah.
but like that. This is the one part where I can agree with Senor Pink on.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. We're all on the same page.
Christian,
he's a mother lover.
He's not into fledglings.
No, he's not.
Absolutely.
Christian, what if I told you that one day Senor Pink is going to make you cry?
What? Why? What?
Christian, what if we told you?
No, don't tell me. I don't
that one day.
No.
Senor Pink is gonna make you cry.
And what if I told you that afterward, you too will become hard-boiled?
Hard-boiled,
well, wait
baby.
a minute. Now I might have to be on board. I can be as hard-boiled as him just after a little bit of emotional connection, a little bit of tears shedding, and I could be hard-boiled like that guy. I can have women falling over me, men want to be me, and I could dress like a baby and get away with it.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude.
So I want to.
I know I do.
I want to do a quick little trivia thing for Senor Pink here while we're talking about him. Senor Pink's character appears to be an homage to the famous actor Chow Yun-fat, with his preference for extremely macho behavior, sunglasses, and smoking. The hard-boiled characteristic attributed to Senor Pink is likely a reference to the 1992 action thriller Hard Boiled, where Yun-fat's character protects a baby during a gun battle.
Hard-boiled, man. What a hard-boiled motherfucker.
He's so hard-boiled.
I will say, though, I did hate his introduction scene with the fucking tomato and
ripping the top off the woman. Yeah, it's a real...
Come on, man. You ain't got to do this to me.
When I first saw this, I was upset about the whole, like, ripping the bra off thing. I was like, this is weird. We don't need this. I'm also still upset that, the tomato, no, not tomato. His pacifier comes back down. He catches it. Where did her top go? Why didn't it also come back down so we can give it to her? What the hell, man? But that's not the point.
I think he threw it to the side after he was done wiping his face, to be honest. And then she was just like, "Oh, I still haven't put my top back on."
So I was upset about that the first time around.
Reasons.
This rewatch second time around, call me an animal for this, because I definitely am. But I am more upset at this man eating a tomato whole. I can't explain to you why, but it makes me upset.
No, yeah, I've done that.
Well, you don't bite into tomatoes like apples?
No!
I've done that when my dad grew some outside once upon a time. Like if you grow fresh tomato in a little garden outside, and you'd be like, "Oh, look, we got some fresh tomatoes," and you try one or whatever, you bite straight into it. Yeah, I've done that.
This is only acceptable to me to cherry tomatoes because they're just bite-sized.
I was just gonna say, have you ever eaten a cherry tomato?
Well, cherry
that is
tomatoes
the one
are
exception.
easy. They're grapes.
That's very true. They're much easier buy-in than an apple-sized tomato. But I've definitely done both.
Am I alone on the ship? Am I the animal? Am I not the normal one? I feel like this is animalistic behavior.
No, you're definitely not. We've already established this for the last 45 minutes or so that you're a complete lunatic. But yeah.
Bullshit. All right.
I don't think the tomato eating thing is worse than the introductory scene of him ripping the top off a woman and then her being really, really into it.
I think Christian would also say that biting into a tomato is not as egregious as eating the whole core of an apple.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm definitely not saying that. Absolutely not. Enaru, you're still a fucking animal for that. I'll never forget this.
Complete animal.
There's a reason you won
disgusting.
Golden Ham and Miss Valentine Award in a single episode for that shit.
Scum
right?
of the earth.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's all I want to say about Senior Pink. But yeah, you know what? You know what's actually really nice? Getting to see Frankie get some limelight or spotlight, excuse me, or both, whatever.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
mhm.
I love that Frankie gets like some time to shine in this arc.
Hell yeah, man.
Gets an opportunity to be like, yo, Luffy, I know the plan was just kind of like, you know, break and take and shake off, or I don't know. I was trying to think of a rhyme
Dodge,
that goes
dip,
into
and
getaway,
dive.
but yeah. Like, you know, just like break some shit and then leave, right? But I really want to take down Doflamingo right now. And then Luffy's like, shit, dude, bet. Let's do it.
This guy sucks.
This guy is kind of a piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
we should help these people. And Luffy's like, yeah, you know, I vibe with that.
He's
That's
like, go
fair.
off,
We can-
King.
go off, King. No, I do love the Frankie limelight that we're getting in these eps. Oh, how do you like Frankie's new haircut, by the way?
Oh, it's great. I think it's hilarious.
Just a
I
fucking
can't wait.
cannon.
I can't wait for Devin to finally be on an episode and have watched this transformation, because Devin's always up in arms potentially about what Frankie hairstyle we get next. So I want to see what he says about just a whole fucking cannon on his head.
Cannon
Just a fuck
pompadours,
off cannon
OP.
for hair. I just love the idea that Oda goes out of his way every chapter that includes Frankie to draw that fucking cannon on top of his head. I don't know why that brings me so much joy, but it really does. Also, what do you think of Senior Pink's Devil Fruit, though? That's kind of cool, right? We finally have our first swimmer. The only motherfucker that can swim.
The only devil fruit user who knows how to swim.
The only devil fruit user that knows how to swim.
That's really
what
funny.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, presumably he has the swim fruit. I guess that's like base level
I
guess.
think that's a pretty good assumption.
So I mean, it's kind of cool. I think the implications for this power are pretty good. I mean, the idea that you can move through any surface, presumably that you want, but the other person can't. So like, you can't drag people with you through walls and stuff. But it kind of, I'm gonna make another My Hero Academia parallel here.
Yeah,
It basically makes him into Lemillion from My Hero, and through the power itself probably functions a little different, because the crux of Lemillion's power is that when he puts himself together, like when he's in an object, it shoots him out with great force, which is not the same seemingly as what Senor Pink here is doing. But the loose idea of being able to just travel through any object or space and then sneak up on people that way is incredible. I think it's really cool. Now, it will probably be wasted on Senor Pink, I imagine.
What do you mean wasted?
Given that he's introduced so early into this like series of battles with Doflamingo's executives, it feels like it'll be a gimmick for a little while. Frankie might eventually figure out how to beat it somehow, and then we'll move on from this and never speak of it again. But I do like the power in and of itself.
I like the power. I think it's really fun that we finally have, like,
It's unique. It's very unique.
This one's cool to me because it does set that weird precedent where, like, even though it's a world where all devil fruits make you sink in the ocean, you could still have the power to swim if you dream hard enough.
Well, what if he can swim in the ocean still? He just he swims.
No
shot. That wouldn't be. No, that goes against everything I know.
Really?
It's not swimming. It's not swimming.
Wouldn't be the first time in this arc that something goes completely against conventional logic. Nor the first time in the history of the series that something goes against conventional logic. But here we are.
You're thinking about it all
I'm
wrong.
already upset.
It's not
Go ahead, Justin. I'm
swimming. It's drowning with style.
sorry. It's drowning.
Well,
with
that makes
style.
it worse. That would mean he would drown in seawater.
Oh, he 100% drowns in seawater. He just can maneuver better than most people.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
What if drown but also swim at the same time?
What?
So like he's still sinking, but he can sink sideways because he's still breaststroking his way around.
Yeah, you get it.
Right.
You get it. You're seeing the vision.
Do you think he can breathe when he's in the ground?
I do question that, actually.
I don't know.
Man, that dude's lung capacity must be
If
great.
I remember correctly, if I make the parallel to Lemillion again, I think Lemillion has to hold his breath the entire time as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So if not that we need to keep making this comparison, even though I brought it up, but if it acts anywhere the same, he probably also has to hold his breath, which would be a fun limitation on the power, and it make complete sense.
I would understand it because, like, he's literally
Totally
swimming
agree.
through concrete. Like, that's like, if you have to hold your breath for that, that's believable for me. I can live with that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable.
It's a reasonable limiter on the power, which is astounding considering Oda didn't consider any limitation for hobby fruit.
Oh my god! Don't come on. We finally got away. Don't bring us back.
We
don't,
can't get
don't
away.
Do it.
We're stuck with her for the next 100 episodes or some shit. I don't know.
We're not stuck with her for 100 episodes. Come on.
95.
Usopp's gonna shut up. Usopp's gonna take care of her ass.
Oh, right.
Usopp's gonna take care of her ass. Lickety split. All right. He's gonna be the champion we all need. Don't
Right.
worry.
God do Usopp.
Well, Usopp's not going to do anything at this rate. The Tontadas are going to do it all. But
Christian.
Usopp's going to
Well, no,
lead
yeah.
them.
Christian.
Yeah, it's all gonna be his
Christian.
plan.
Come on, man. How can you possibly doubt God Usopp?
Yeah, I don't know
Very
how you
easily.
can doubt the man.
I doubt gods all the time.
All right, Zoro, calm down.
I doubted Eneru.
easy with that.
And look where that got you, huh?
Look where it got him.
On the moon.
He's on the moon now.
He's big chillin',
I mean,
bro.
he
He's
got
winning.
his dream. He wanted to go there. That's all he wanted.
Bro is big
He
chillin'.
made it.
He's a winner,
Right, but
right?
like the whole point it was that Eneru was infallible, untouchable. But he was very touchable and very, very knockdownable.
He was touchable and knockdownable. That is indeed the case.
he ran into
That
one
did
rubber
happen.
boy, right? Doesn't count.
He ran into his hard counter and got a really fucking
I
swift.
guarantee you, if any other vice admiral or admiral had, well, maybe not vice admiral, but any admiral had run into Eneru, he would have gotten the hands.
I think he
Guaranteed.
would have as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure he would have as well. But that does not dissuade the fact that he did still run into his extremely hard
Yes.
counter, which
It does.
which is just like, wow, what are the chances, bud? What are the goddamn chances? Anyway, so yeah, Senior Pink, he's a cool guy. The soldier dude, he's going up to the palace to take on Dolphy himself. I hope that works out for you.
I want to say, Soldier Son is harboring a whole lot of emotional baggage, clearly, right? He might literally be rusty, given that he's
Who,
been fighting in
him?
the rain. He might be rusty, quite literally, because of how much training he has to do in the rain with Rebecca, and I'm not sure he buffed any of that out. He's like 1v9ing in an elevator right now, looking like Captain America in insert Captain America movie here. He's clearly an impressive fighter, and he's got a goal in mind. He's gonna take out Doflamingo. He plans on doing it himself. I can't help but get the feeling that he doesn't plan on coming back from that.
Oh, not at all. He's stated multiple times he was more than willing to give up his life for this cause.
Okay, yeah, but like for me, and I'm not convinced. I'm pretty sure he hasn't like said anything explicitly to give me this feeling that I have. But it really feels like a suicide mission. Like he's going in there with the expectation of he's not making it out. But maybe that's just me.
Well, I mean, he might have a plan that might unfortunately lead to both their demises or something. That might be like his big idea. Once he turns back into a person or whatever, he might like have access to something he doesn't have when he's a toy.
Yeah.
Sure.
We still don't really know the reason why he's called Lightning Soldier.
What if he's Eneru's brother?
Go on.
That's it. That's the end of my thought.
All right.
All right, listen, you can't just, that's not how you cook. You don't throw some fucking oil in a pan, let it simmer, throw some spices in and go like, I've made a meal. That's not that.
I mean, you've never roasted some garlic in some oil, bro? That's just pretty good.
And then he just eating it, like you just pick it out of the pan and eat it.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking sit there and lie to me.
I swear, my mom, roasted garlic is awesome.
I mean, roasted garlic is, but I wouldn't like. It's not a meal. Like I wouldn't just sit there.
I'm
and
not
be
gonna
like,
call it
"Oh,
a meal. It was a
dinner is
snack. It was pretty
served."
good. It was a nice snack.
Okay. Well, I mean, to build on your actual point here, I don't think there's any question that Soul is planning in some capacity that he will die in this mission. It's kind of always been a feature of his character that he's willing to go just about farther than anybody else is in order to achieve this goal. So clearly, I mean, and we already know why what the motive is. Like, he's being Rebecca's father. He has every motivation to want revenge on Doflamingo for killing his wife and putting his daughter in the situation that he's in. So by all means, it's not a surprise that he feels this way. Now, the question is, like, what is exactly the thing that he has up his sleeve? And I think Brendan makes a good point that he's relying on everyone to take out Sugar because he can't really he's like he went over in these episodes, he's a toy with a seemingly toy gun. So he doesn't have the ability to fight very well in that form. So he's probably waiting for Sugar to be taken down so that he can turn back human and in his human form be able to fight gooder. Now, will he be able to take on Doflamingo in that form? Probably not. No, I highly, highly doubt that he has the ability to take down Doflamingo.
I don't see this arc ending with Doflamingo versus the guy who was once a toy soldier being the final battle of the arc.
Yeah. So whoever Soul ends up being will be strong, probably. If it's anything like my predictions from a few weeks ago would follow, it likely ends up being Kyros? Kyros, yes. Right?
Kyros, yes.
It
Kyros.
likely ends up being Kyros, since we've already ruled out the grandfather himself, King Riku. So unless it's just someone completely out of left field that we have no knowledge of up to this point, which would be wild. But
what if it's like a Nolan the Great situation where he's really just like a mythological character at that point?
Wait, like Kyros is, or whoever Soldier San is?
Kyros.
Oh. I mean, they talk about how this was only like 20 years ago, though. That's not like that much. That's not that long to create a mythos around. So
never know.
The likely candidate here, I think, is Kyros, but we'll see probably sometime in the next 60 episodes if we've got 100 to go for. Well, actually, if we're living with Sugar for 100 episodes, then I guess maybe like 110 episodes on whoever Soldier is. Because his reveal has to come after we deal with Sugar.
We're not even going to get the reveal the next step. We're going to get the reveal 10 episodes later. What the hell, man?
Well, I'm just saying, with the pacing that we're going at right now, like, we just finished the D block fight. Like, come on, like,
hold on, we're not there yet. I wanted to like.
No, this is fine. I'm just saying, like, we don't have to talk about Block D, and I'm making reference to this other idea that we've been sitting on D block fight for 15 episodes.
Listen, man, come on.
Kind of nuts. Kind of wild.
Well, the only other big topic, I think, before we go to that D block fight, we got all of the main members of Doflamingo's family in their current designs instead of the past designs or whatever. Treble, which is the weird goo motherfucker, who's in charge of Sugar, Giola, and Violet, but Violet has defected. So essentially, he's only in charge of Sugar and Giola as of right now. And everyone knows we love Giola. Giola's everyone's favorite. Moving on. No, we don't need to unpack that one any further. Diamante, who's the gladiator dude that has a very good self-esteem of himself, I think.
Yes. Doesn't need other people to lift him up in order to feel good about himself
at all, and he definitely believes it when he's like given that from others. I think he's in charge of Lao G, Machweiss, Dellinger, and Senor Pink. I think these four are kind of like the four coolest dudes in his crew, to be honest. But that's just my personal opinion. Cool. I love Lao G's design.
Lao G is just old man in anime, right? That was him.
Yeah, but like, there's something about him that like is so funny to me.
His outfit gives retired superhero grandpa kind of vibes, and I'm down for it.
I can't put my finger on why I like it so much, but it's not like Master Roshi old man in anime
No.
vibe. It's like Mermaid Man, but in anime.
I mean, yeah, he is a
Mermaid
little
Man
rotund,
scaled
right?
down like 20 years just so he could still have mobility. Mermaid Man
That's
before
what I
his
like
hip
about
gave
it.
out on him, you know?
I'm not even sure that's true. I'm pretty sure his hip definitely has a couple of crunches in there for sure. He's got a couple of pins put in, I think, once upon a time. And then Pika's army, which we got Pika's face. That's cool. Which is in charge of Baby 5 and Buffalo, which are fucking chumps. And then Gladius, which we don't know a whole lot about yet, other than he likes to
Hair go
I think
boom.
explode. His hair does go boom, and everyone's afraid of it. That did happen once.
Did that happen once?
Yeah.
It didn't go like explode boom, but everyone was afraid that it was gonna, and that just
His
kind of like
head was
popped his head
inflating,
off.
and everyone was like, "What's gonna happen? Everyone get down!" And then his hair just breaks out of his helmet or whatever he's wearing.
Yeah, and then he revealed that he was Super Saiyan 3 all along.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't
That was a scene
remember
that
this.
happened. Not in this week. This is like
This is
I don't
weeks
know.
ago.
Like
It was like
yeah,
a
like
really
3, maybe even
random
4
one-off
weeks ago.
scene in like the palace or something.
Yeah, yeah. It was when they were still parsing together. Like, hey, maybe Violet's betrayed us.
Yeah, I think it was
'Cause,
like right after
she should have
that.
been able. She should have been able to find that pirate ship and tell us where it is. I think that was like his big scene. But yeah, that's all. Oh, and then Doflamingo, in addition to taking Law, has also taken captive of King Riku, probably for clout, I would
Okay.
imagine, just to be
Okay.
like,
This is really not an important scene, honestly, but there is something I want to talk about. So, I was cooked.
Oh boy.
So, we quickly look at Law passed out, allegedly not dead, in this chair that Dofi's having him, stationed at. If you pay attention, there's two things. One, Law is sitting in a heart-shaped chair, throne thing, right? You also pay attention, you'll notice the second thing. When they're introducing the Doflamingo family members, the 3 executives and their armies or whatever, when they make an appearance in their like little the cinematic or whatever you want to call it, the graphic, they are assigned different suits of a deck, like a playing card deck. The
Yes.
clubs, the clover
Yes.
thing. The one that's missing is the heart. Law is sitting in a heart-shaped throne. Law's pirate crew is called the Heart Pirates. I'm thinking Law was the 4th executive member of the Don Quixote family.
well,
This sounds
Christian, what do you think about
this
that?
sounds so plausible that it feels like Justin's trying to pass off a theory as just what actually is the case.
Can I tell you, I'm actually glad that he brought this one on the table because you haven't yet. And it's so in your face that I'm kind of been surprised that you haven't yet, especially considering Doflamingo even did mention that Law used to work for him. I won't corroborate or say anything about Justin's claims being true or false, but I do think that this is probably relevant correlations that we should probably be making around this time.
I agree with you. I just completely forgot about the card suits. They have made reference to them earlier in the arc. I just completely forgot that they were a facet of how this was how he structured his
Oh my
family.
God. I'm an idiot because I'm saying this out loud in my head. Doflamingo's called Joker.
Yes.
I'm
that
an idiot.
part that part I think that part I got. That part I've kept in the back of my head. I forgot for most of this time that they had that structure to it. And also that a little bit that Law's pirate crew was the Heart Pirates. I'll be honest.
Listen,
You forgot that he
that
was the
one-
Heart
me and you are
Pirates?
on the
Come
same boat.
on!
We're all
even-
missing pieces to the puzzle.
That one's even farther outside of the realm of this arc. Like I don't think they mentioned that in this arc at all. And so I
You
definitely
even remembered that Law's like Jolly Roger is the same as Doflamingo's, but with an X through it.
Well, that's because they both have like the big smile thing. That's like instantly recognizable though.
I guess.
That's just noticing a picture, remembering that they're called the Heart Pirates. If he had a heart somewhere on it, it would be easier. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, like if the smiley face was inside of a heart, then I'd be like, oh right, they're the Heart Pirates. It would immediately be
Law's bustling chest isn't enough of a
he's got
rendre for
massive
you.
tattoo on his chest, the heart.
no.
Not enough.
Apparently not. I have no other explanation than apparently not.
All right, fair enough. Well, okay. Maybe a better question is, what do you find interesting about that? And do you suspect that this might just be the case, that this is in fact the history of between Doflamingo and Law, and this is where, like, this is as deep as that rabbit hole goes, that he was once the heart executive of the family?
I would
Sorry.
say
Before you answer that, I'm so
that-
sorry. I need to add one more thing to my theory here because I forgot to read the last part of my sentence.
Dude, let fucking Christian make a fucking
I
thing or
gotta
something.
finish
Why
my
don't you
thing.
wait
All right,
till
I'm
he's done
cooking.
first? Let him finish. You've seen the shit. You're done cooking. All right, no one's seen any more of your fucking roasted
he's
garlic.
seen it, but he doesn't remember it.
Right. That's. I think that's why I'm most upset.
That's why I'm most afraid.
I want to
There's that
also
too.
add that Law's crew were part of his army when he was an executive. So like they're also de factos from the family. So I want to add.
that's so that you're just giving your hearsay opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't.
I wanted to give him the full picture, right? I would not be satisfied creatively if I didn't give him my 100% theory. I gave him 95%. I needed the last 5%. I am done now.
All right, great. I'm glad you got that off your chest. Anyway, back to you, Christian.
Yeah. So Law was not ever the heart executive.
Oh.
I will tell you who was as soon as I find her name in my notes they. I guess I should say I don't think I know gender, but
okay.
As soon as I think it was the last set of episodes, right, when Law gets taken down.
Sure.
Sounds about
Law
right.
mutters a name under his breath at some point. Where's my notes? Cora. Whoever this Cora person is. That was the heart executive, and Law worked for Cora, and I'm gonna probably Cora. Whether Cora, here's the thing. There's two ways in my head that it could have gone. The first way is Cora didn't want to fuck with the Doflamingo family anymore, the Don Quixote family anymore, and so planned this, I guess, escape from the family, maybe even an assassination, who knows, but this escape from the family and got killed for it. But Law and anyone else involved got away. If it's his pirate crew currently, then it's his pirate crew currently. They all got away at the cost of Cora's life. Or Cora didn't necessarily do anything to defect from the family, but maybe, I don't know, made some mistake that Doflamingo didn't appreciate or like, and Doflamingo just killed them. And Law was like, all right, well, that's crazy. I can't believe he just did that. Like, I'm out of here now. And then left himself. But I'm going to say Law was never actually the heart executive. And then Law would have been deeply associated with Cora, who was. And then when Cora was killed, he named his pirate crew the Heart Pirates in tribute.
Wow.
I like where your head's at. Counterpoint. I feel like Cora is like a very like cute pet name. I mean, it feels, I don't want to say it feels feminine, but do you think it's possible that instead of just being the leader of the hearts in Doflamingo's crew, it was maybe just somebody he cared about that wanted to take down Doflamingo while he was maybe working alongside him, and unfortunately, like, you know, their history, you know, just caused, you know, problem after problem. They passed on, and then Law admitted his personal vendetta against Doflamingo either way. Like, do you think that Cora has to be the previous heart leader for the majority of your idea to sort of work?
It would in my head most explain why there's a vacancy in the heart executive seat.
I mean, Law could be the gap.
All right, quiet. Let the man speak.
I mean, it's fine. Law could. It's true. I'm less inclined to go along with what you say because you're someone who's supposed to know what's happened here.
Emphasis on suppose.
Yeah, Law could, in theory, also be the heart executive as well. It would make the connections still make sense. You know, whatever happened, like Law was working for Doflamingo, and I don't know. I think the timetable was like 13 years ago. Law could have learned like the fucked up shit, or I mean, whatever happened to Cora happened 13 years ago. I guess he could have still been Law. That is, could have still been part of Doflamingo's family after that, just like stewing in rage the entire time and planning his uprising or whatever it is. But so yeah, 13 years ago, something happened to Cora. Presumably they're dead, and then at some point, Law could have been the heart executive. He could have moved into the heart executive spot. It's possible, and then just bided his time to leave and then eventually get revenge somehow on Doflamingo. That is also a possible turn of events that would make sense to me, and I would not be mad if that was the case either. I would be okay with a turnout like that because it makes sense, like logically. It's a little more in your face, like you said, for people who are paying more attention than I am. But yeah, I think that.
I mean, I think your theory does require a decent amount of attentiveness, to be fair.
It does.
You're
putting together a lot of
weeks ago.
What?
I'm surprised you have notes from that many weeks ago. I make notes of an episode, I delete them the same after we're done.
Oh no!
I mean, to be fair, it was literally last week.
I have notes since we started this podcast.
Wow!
I have every single week of notes that I've ever taken.
Holy shit!
I mean, I do too, but I don't have like immediate access to like any of them because they're all
I have immediate access to roughly 2 years ago on this phone because I write them down on my phone. The phone that I had before this has my notes from the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I have that too. I have like every time I do like a week, I'll have like a new like notepad of like notes that I take. So in that sense, I have access to all of them. But
wow,
I would be sifting if I fucking found all of them.
These notes on your phone take up literally no space. There's literally almost 4 years worth of notes. Well, I guess 2 years really worth of notes, and they take up no space. It takes up nothing.
I guess
on a phone that I have 128 gigabytes of storage on, it's nothing. It's inconsequential. Why wouldn't I keep them?
I guess from my prior experience with the phone that basically had no space, I am now just so acutely aware of what I'm saving that I just assume if I generally don't need it, I need to get rid of it to save space.
Do you have a smartphone?
You need to be looking at like pictures and videos that you don't want anymore, not these notes.
Yeah, these notes will not make any dent at all.
Duly noted. Note to self. Notes are fine.
Get
Nice
it?
joke.
Get it?
Good joke.
Nice.
Joke of the day, everybody.
Joke of the day. Yeah. Good job, Justin. All right. Moving on. So, let's finally get back to the most important topic on the stand. D Block has finally come to an end. And can I just tell you, Christian?
Woo! Let's go. Get me the fuck out of here.
Christian, can I just tell you, though, before we leave?
Uh-huh.
I did tell you it was going to be over in 2 weeks. I said it was going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I told you in 2 sets of episodes, this shit's going to be done. And you didn't want to believe me. You told me I was going to be an animal. We even had a shorter set between then and now with 3 episodes apiece. And we still did it. We got there. So all I'm saying is I was right. And I'll take my crown now. I get a crown now, right?
He
no,
desperately wants his W.
But, yeah, I mean, you can have the W, but there's no crown. Like, we don't have budget for that. But you can take the W. That's just me. I at this point, with stuff like this, once it starts dragging on even a little bit, I'm just going to assume that I'm in for the long haul because of this is the stuff where somebody finally decided they were going to start One Piece. Like this was the part where they were like, okay, I got to get rid of this shit.
This is the straw that broke the camel's back.
This is that straw. The D Block has to be one of the inciting incidents for One Piece. I can't imagine it being otherwise.
Well, how did you feel? It went from 30 remaining combatants to 0 in a single episode.
This is perfectly fine by me. I
mean, like, were you happy? Like, were you glad? Like, were you surprised?
About
like,
what? The way it happened or the fact that it did happen?
The fact that it did happen.
Oh, no, this is great. I'm glad we're out. I'm glad you're correct about this. I did not want to be right about it taking 8 more weeks to finish Block D. I was just prepared for it in the worst possible scenario. The fact that you are right is fantastic. I can move on with my life. I can get it means I get to Sabo quicker because it means Sabo gets to participate in whatever the next round is against Diamante.
True. Yeah, that's very, very true. Yeah.
So get me the hell out of D Block. I don't care. I don't care about D Block as a whole, but now I care about Cavendish more.
Yeah? So how we feel about Cavendish? His ulterior persona.
Yeah, so this Hakuba persona, this Jekyll to his Hyde, as it were, is interesting, I guess, to say the least.
Okay.
I am more interested. Before, Cavendish is just this one-dimensional, like, I'm pretty and I want people to pay attention to me. Now, at least, it's like, okay, well, where does this Hakuba thing come in? Like, how did this happen to him? Is this a weird devil fruit thing? Is this just a divergence in his personality? Like, is it literally? Oh, I hit my mic there. Sorry, viewers, listeners. Is this just a weird like divergence in his mental capacity here, where he just couldn't handle some trauma in his childhood, and so developed this little guy Hakuba as his imaginary friend, and then Hakuba took over his brain when he sleeps or some shit? I don't know. But I want to know.
I wanted Black D to last longer so I could learn more about Hakuba.
No, that's not it. That's not how this goes. No. Don't put that on me. That's not what I said.
Oh boy! I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just putting to
no, we don't
I'm
need,
putting to words the thoughts that you're having.
We don't need Block D to find out more about Cavendish and Hakuba. We don't.
Maybe,
we can do that elsewhere.
Maybe I'm just listening to the other persona within you, Christian. Maybe you have an ulterior persona that was begging for more Block D that you just don't want to believe in.
Yeah, that's Frank.
That's a deep cut to all our Panda
Frank wants
listeners.
more Block D. Frank is clamoring for more Block. Frank is clamoring for more of that other asshole that Rebecca was fighting. This Suleiman.
Yeah,
he's clamoring for more Suleiman and also Orlumbus. That I was really missing out on the Orlumbus backstory. That really took me out of it.
You know what? You know what just happened in my brain when you said Orlumbus? You want to know what I really heard in the back of my head?
Orlumbus.
Momongus.
Oh boy, I hate it.
Dude,
there's another one.
I swear to you that they showed like at least 2 new characters this episode that we had not seen before. Where did this mummy guy come from?
Mummy was always there. He just got no screen time.
There's no way
Mummy was always there.
There's no way they introduced the mummy
bro.
before.
I promise you.
He's absolutely always been there.
I
guarantee
promise
That's a
you.
new
100%.
character they just brought up for
Calling
for no
him a character
reason.
feels like a overstatement at this point, honestly.
Yeah, that might be giving him too much credit. The NPC mummy showed up, and I was like, "Who are you? Why?
They
Why
introduced
is there another
him
villain of the
definitely there.
week?"
They introduced him as like Mummy the Magician, and then we got no magic, and I'm still sad about that, honestly.
I don't care.
Who was the second one
We
that
also
popped
had
out to you?
D-Mask.
Well, D-Mask, he was the fire breather, right?
Yeah, he was always there.
Yeah.
He showed up last week. He was that was me last week. Like Mummy this week was me with him last week. I was like, who the fuck are you? Where did you come from? What is this?
So who's the second character that's popping out to you outrageously?
I said 2 numbers. I said 2 when really it was just Mummy. for dramatic
He was really
effect.
just outraged over this Mummy guy.
I was just doing it for dramatic effect. It was really just Mummy.
I thought you might have said Suleiman was coming out of left field. I'm like, I would have believed you.
I vaguely remembered Suleiman because he was called the Decapitator or something along those lines. I remember that.
It's like the Decapitator, which is pretty fire epithet actually. That's kind of cool.
They got a lot of these no name. They have like kind of cool epithet. Oh, I guess I can't. He's not. Never mind. In my head, like I went the Decapitator for Suleiman, and then the shit. You eat people. What's the
cannibal?
You eat other humans.
Bartolomeo, the cannibal.
Cannibal. There you go. Yeah.
I literally just said it. I'm like getting Usopp right now.
I shouldn't say. Wait, what?
I literally
to be
said
fair, I
it.
didn't
I'm like
hear
getting
you.
Usopp.
Oh.
Well, you said it too quietly. I don't know.
It's that 1 second delay.
Yeah, it's that 1 second delay, dude.
Wait, no. It's like that episode where I tried to talk about Jinbei and I got muted by Discord.
By Discord. Oh, everything's been going. That's what it is. That's where it all started, maybe.
Yeah.
Discord's been putting you on a 1 second delay ever since then.
Every week, you've just been like one more second.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in these groups that just have these really badass epitaphs. The only one who's become relevant is Bart, but the others, like we have the cannibal, which is Bart, and then the Decapitator, and I mean the magician or the sorcerer or whatever he was, I guess arguably isn't that cool, but I digress. Like we have these characters that are we just have these epitaphs for them that we're just throwing on whoever now.
I agree. There's like a lot of cool effort being implemented into these characters and the designs just for them to just, never show up again. It's honestly really tragic. Anyway,
I don't know about
before we
never
move
show
on,
up again.
Wait, what?
There's no way.
So I don't know about this never show. I mean, everyone in this show is always
he's got a
subject to
point.
come back.
He's got a point. Christian, what if
You
the
never
mummy
know.
shows up next arc?
Kill me.
What do you mean? What did he do to you?
Left there's no impression. That's what.
For
Fucking
next arc
rude,
is
dude.
for character development, bro. But speaking of development,
There's no way they brown beard me with this guy.
there's
no way they do
that.
There's
when
no
they
way
already
they
did
brown
that.
beard me with
Buddy,
Mummy the
buddy.
Sorcerer.
If anything, Brownbeard should be a reminder
Thank you.
that it can be anybody.
Don't-
Anybody is on the table ever. Don't you dare sit here and be like Brownbeard is what a forgettable guy, and then be like, though they're not gonna Brownbeard me. No. He is the poster child of if it's gonna happen to them. I'm sorry, if it happened to me, it'll happen to them. He's the poster child.
Brownbeard is the quintessential, almost essentially no-name goon turned into key figure in the story. That's my hero.
For at least one arc.
It hurts.
Brownbeard's coming back, all right? That's all I'm going to
It
say.
hurts.
He's absolutely coming back. No, Brownbeard's absolutely coming back. Anyway, are we good?
No,
I think we should probably be good.
We got to talk about Cavendish.
I
I,
think
got stuff to unload about.
Well, give it. Fucking
so
fire
we
away,
already
dude.
mentioned the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde parallels. What is really in your face is when that Vice Admiral, I think his name was Bastille, when he's talking to the goons outside
Yes.
after the Hakuba event unfolds, and he gives you a breakdown of what happened in the blink of an eye. He talks about there's like a flashback or whatever, right? In this flashback, you clearly get what is supposed to be totally not London, with Big Ben in the fucking center of it all.
Yeah.
And you get like maybe not Victorian, but like steampunk-ish era. I don't know. But anyway, there's clearly English people running around in the dead of night, and you get Hakuba slashing people. Clearly a parallel to Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
Yes.
And speaking on that, Hakuba's epithet, Kamaitachi, I think if you separate those words, it means sickle weasel, and refers to a Japanese folklore, I don't know if it's a tale or a creature, where the wind just cuts people, which is, I think that was also part of his name. It was called the Winds of Ramo Kingdom. I want to say that's correct. My details are a little fuzzy there. But yeah, that's some parallels we're working with. Excuse me. What was this other thing I was thinking of? Right. I think I already mentioned earlier that Cavendish could be named after Thomas Cavendish, an English explorer and privateer. What I don't think I mentioned was Cavendish may also be a reference to William Cavendish, the first Duke of Newcastle, who is a renowned horse breeder. And, we have his little white horse in the background there. I don't have his horse's name, unfortunately.
Wow. That's kind of fun.
And there's some other stuff I don't think I can mention yet, but in due time.
There's more. All right.
Just a little bit. That I think is interesting, but we'll get there.
That makes me
hopefully.
more excited to learn more about Cavendish now.
You're like, man, fuck this Cavendish guy. Then all of a sudden he showed you that he has split personality, and you're like,
Ooh, maybe this Cavendish guy is going to make me cry one day.
There's one more thing I almost forgot.
Oh, boy, here
Hakuba
we
means
fucking
white
go.
horse in Japanese, and that is Cavendish's epithet, I believe, or one of his nicknames.
that's actually kind of funny. I didn't know that.
So what you're saying is Cavendish rides Hakuba.
He also rides a white horse.
Yeah.
Yes. However, that white horse is not named Hakuba.
What is the name of his horse? I gotta go find that out.
What is its name then?
I'm gonna go and try to figure that out.
Cavendish.
What if the white horse what if the white
Horse.
horse is the one with the murderous personality and they just switch?
Farul is his name.
All right, what's Farul mean? Now I need to know that.
I don't fucking.
What's Farul a reference to, Justin? I need answers.
I'm working on it. Give me a second. So far, I got nothing, Captain. It's the name of a football club. That's not relevant to anybody.
Boring.
It translates to the lighthouse in Romanian. Is that good enough?
Not Japanese folklore, but
You're asking for a lot here.
good, close.
It means devil in.
Okay,
I don't
so
even know language.
can I give you guys something that I just found?
What's that?
I looked up quickly at the Jekyll and Hyde Wikipedia page for the character as it appears in Things, mostly his own book. their own book. And I've among the Wikipedia page, there are highlighted phrases or words that, you can click on to go to a different Wikipedia page. Anyway, one that stood out in the paragraph that I was glancing through, there's a setting in presumably the books called Cavendish Square.
Wow! Would you look at that? That's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Further reinforcing the
this.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Do you think, Christian, or did you ever think that when you sussed out that bounty poster in the live action that you would have so much commentary on Cavendish?
I didn't even realize it at the time. I pointed that out in the live action and then didn't realize, and then it just gone out of my memory. That one of you guys had to be like, Christian, you called this a while ago, right? And I went, oh, right. Like the heart thing just hadn't been mentioned in long enough time that it was just gone. Memory erased, like Justin erasing notes from his phone.
I would say
Well, he's got to make more space for. He's got to make space for all those pictures he's taking.
Yeah.
Wait, did you talk about Cavendish Square?
That is what I just said. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Did you have a note on Cavendish Square?
I should have. I just glossed over it and then I revisited it in my brain.
All right. Well, do you have any more Cavendish facts before we move on?
No, we can move on.
All right.
Next week is going to be 667 to 669. Nice. Moving on to quotes. Are there any quotes this week? Do you guys got any?
I do not.
My only quote is the number of times that Frankie was like, hey, that's sweet. So what's SOP mean? And then the soldier immediately disregards him and just starts describing the plan on how they're going to break in. And then Frankie goes, okay, yeah, for sure. So what does SOP mean again? And then he continues to talk about the plan. And then Frankie's like, stop fucking ignoring me. Until he finally says it means sugar, over surprise, panic. And then Frankie's like, now we're fucking talking, baby. That's my shit. All right, now we're in. That's it. That's my only quote. That's a good bit. Cool. I like that bit a lot.
Last week, but we'll
not these weeks, but I'll move on. Yeah, like Justin said.
Oh, was that not these weeks?
Totally last week, but it's fine. You weren't here. I'll let it slide.
Wait.
You got anything, Christian?
Not this week. Not this week whatsoever.
Oh, well.
I have but one quote,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Frankie happening upon Senor Pink for the first time. He gets the lowdown on his outfit. Piece by piece, from the glasses to the bib to the pacifier to the diaper that he's wearing, and he goes, who's that pervert?
And then, a goon in the back. A goon in the back is like, you're one to talk.
Yeah. Pot calling the kettle black here. Who the fuck are you? I love that Frankie's voice harbors so much like disdain for the character he's looking at right now, and just doesn't, but as a self-ascribed pervert, doesn't recognize the values in Pink that he also harbors. I think is the best part of this.
What if I told you
that's it.
that by the end of this arc, Senior Pink will become a Straw Hat Pirate?
I know.
Bro, you
I think
right now, writing's on the wall. Frankie and Senior Pink are going to form a bond. They're going to forge a bond by trial combat, bro. They're going to have the strongest brotherhood imaginable.
Imagine. They would finally have somebody on the crew that can swim. Well, I guess most of them can, actually.
Yeah, I feel like half the crew can swim.
All right, my bad. I'm just kidding.
Half feels like an overestimate. It's like Sanji and Usopp.
I got lost in my own thought. I mean, I think it's more than half.
We have 4 Devil Fruit users. That's half.
That's literally less than half that can't swim.
Anyway. It's
just like the half that are coolest because they have cooler designs.
Right.
But anyway. Moving on to the Golden Ham for this week.
Kind of tough.
I'd give it to Frankie. He's doing his thing. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He is distracting the fuck out of. Actually, you know what? We should probably give it to Cavendish because it was kind of cool. Like being
I'm way
Hakuba
more
and all
inclined to give it
that.
to Frankie than Cavendish.
These are the 2 lines I draw. I'll go either or. Either Frankie for doing Frankie things, doing exactly what he said he's going to do, because that's just the kind of guy he is, or Cavendish for debuting Hakuba for us.
I'm between Frankie and Senor Pink. I'm not sure.
All right, well, I'm not going to give it to Pink under any circumstance, basically.
It's not the time yet, Justin. Okay, don't force it. Don't force it. Just
wait till he makes me cry. Then I'm on board.
Right. Like, just give it some fucking time. Okay,
I'm
let it stew.
going to take your Cavendish and I will.
Are you gonna raise me, Hakuba?
I'll raise you, Hakuba, because Hakuba is the one who got us out of the Block D fight finally. Not
Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Well, hold on. If Cavendish didn't pass out, we would still be there because it'd be between Rebecca and Cavendish right now.
For like 30 seconds longer at most.
I feel like Hakuba probably would have made short work of Rebecca at some point, but
well,
like she dodged that one time, but like barely. I feel like she probably wouldn't have been able to do it for forever. Yeah, barely. She still got scratched.
If she didn't have a helmet, she's looking like Whitebeard at the end of Marineford. That's what I'm saying.
And I think it's way funnier to give it to Hakuba than Cavendish. Anyway.
I kind of like that idea too. Let's just do it. Hakuba it is.
I don't hate it.
Let's go.
Easy.
Eat your heart out, gamers. All right. Moving on to fan mail. What are we got for this week for fan mail, Justin?
Technically, nothing. No fan mail.
Okay.
What is technically?
Well, then
we'll get there.
Okay. Fair enough. Then let's, you know what? And if he's a dirty liar and you sent us emails that we haven't read yet, it's because Justin has a plan and he doesn't care about your feelings, only his own. Moving on to Patreon shout outs. Shout outs are Twigo, Easy Life, and Taco. You guys, all three are our number one sponsors and we love you dearly. You are the best. Continue to be.
All right.
And will always be.
Nice.
Moving on to the grab bag. And I'm not doing
it right.
I'm not doing it.
You don't get to be absent for a month and hate our rebrand. The rebrand is sticking around, all right? The people love it. We love it. I'm staying.
What do you mean? What did you do a poll? Do you have like a piece of paper you can give me that like shows that people want this? Like you just like thought it was funny and changed it.
You know what? I'm about to do it right fuck now. We open up Instagram and Twitter. Let's do it.
Oh my fucking god. All right, here we go.
Wait. At least like make a note of it for yourself afterwards.
No, we can do it right now.
Do it live.
We'll do it live. Sure, use
do it live. Do it live. And like it'll just no context. Then when this episode comes out, they'll be like, oh yeah.
See, this guy's thinking about content. Hell yeah. Where's the poll?
Garb gab or grab bag?
While he sets that up, I guess, why don't you grab hold of this here garb gab? And
no, I will reach my hand in. I'm not touching that fucking fake bag. I want to go back to the grab bag. I'm a grab bag purist.
Disrespecting your voice.
He's a classical garb gab enjoyer. All right, fine. I'm holding your grab bag. Thank
you very much. And I am reaching. Oh my god, Christian, you put slime in it? Why?
Well,
just why?
All I'm saying is, if I got to be subjected to Treble and his snot-nosed antics, then everybody else does.
Dude, come on, man. Why couldn't you like do a fucking sugar bit? Throw grapes in there. At least then it's not all over my fucking fingers.
Yeah.
All right, I got a piece of paper. Jesus Christ. All right, next week, fucking make it grapes, please. Anyway,
I'll think about it.
On this piece of paper, I see a Bread Boy trivia. What? What?
Trivia.
Are we ready for this? Or is this? Are y'all ready?
I would
for
hope
this?
so. This is like 8 years in the making.
Oh my god! I didn't even know. Let's go.
You've been absent for so long. I mean, given like the 2 weeks ago you were here, but still.
Oh my god! I am so. Wait, who's the host? What season am I on? Is this season like 13?
That's your question, actually. Is each instance of Bread Boy trivia a new season?
I'm gonna say,
or is it like a yearly?
I'm gonna say every episode is a new season because that just sounds cooler.
Christian, do you want to be the host?
I like the idea that our first like 3 seasons were good. We really like fell off at, like from 4 to 7.
Yeah,
we found some stride again from like like from 8 to 12, and this is the 13, right?
Yeah,
so we've been getting better ever since. We're probably gonna fucking do a dumpster dive though.
Do you want to be the host, Christian? I could just copy and paste these to you.
What? We're not even ready for the what?
You already have the questions and answers, though.
But I could just copy and paste it to you.
What?
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Hell yeah. New season, new host, baby.
Let's let...
New season, new host.
Just another guy to take
Actually, I don't know if Christian has done it before. I'm sure he has.
I think I have
if
done
Devin
it at least once.
Christian has. Yeah. If Devin has, Christian definitely has.
Oh, wow, that formatting is awful. Hold
noticeable. Yeah, like what is it? Like put some spaces in there.
Yeah,
or
sorry, it didn't copy the formatting from my document. It made spaces or goddamn it. Edit. We're doing it live, kids.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we do it live.
More than one way.
Do do do
You know what? I can parse out the first question while you fix up the formatting here. Welcome to Brendan Trivia.
Hey! Yeah! We're back! Oh, man, it's great to be back on the podium.
Finally, you're here and ready to answer questions. It's time. You're ready. The audience is ready. Let's get straight into it. Do you want to tell me who the first character to do the chopstick nose dance was?
The first character to do the chopstick nose dance.
Yeah, like where they stick the chopsticks in their nose and then their bottom lip and all that. They do a funky little jig.
I am ready to tell you that. I'm going to say it's definitely... Okay, Luffy is one of the first. The question I have is, did he learn it from somebody on Shanks's crew? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it was Luffy.
Final answer?
That is my final answer.
No! Wrong. The answer was our boy Yosuke after the events of Arlong Park.
No shot. I know fucking Tiny Luffy did in his fucking backstory with Shanks. There's no way. I'm like 99% positive that fucking happened.
This is a good moment in time to mention that all these questions are given to us by our dearly beloved listener, Zach, through our emails. Thank you, Zach.
Zach, I'm challenging this. Hold on.
Oh, red flag.
First nose chopsticks One Piece. Hold on.
There's no way that Google results amounts to anything.
I gotta at least try. Hold on. Give me...
We're doing a lot of doing it live this episode.
Zach did give us manga panels. Did he give me the chapter of it?
Well, I mean, even if it's Yosuke, it's at the end of Arlong Park. That's gonna be like 50. What I'm suggesting is that it happened in like chapter fucking like 2 with like baby Luffy or whatever.
That's not
I rescind myself, but I'm gonna look for this. I'm gonna look for this in my own time, but I won't take the time away from this wonderful show. Thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Okay, let's move on.
All right. With that brief intermission out of the way, on to our second question.
Aha! I have a panel! I knew it! It's some goon in the back of fucking red-haired Shanks' crew! I have it! Anyway, continue. It wasn't Luffy, but...
Okay.
Okay.
What is Frankie's least favorite food?
His least favorite food? I know his favorite food is burger.
Borgor.
Yeah, it's definitely...
This was mentioned in the show or an SBS?
No, it's definitely an SBS. But I know it's like he doesn't... Whatever it is, it's like soft. So I think it's like cotton candy. But no, because Chopper's favorite is cotton candy, so he wouldn't have his least favorite be cotton candy. Although maybe he would. Nah, I think I'm stun locking myself. I'm gonna say Jello. Jello is his least favorite food.
However,
what is it?
You were very close. You said you said soft, and I was like, oh my god, he actually is onto something here. The correct answer is marshmallows. He says they are too soft and he needs something with crunch.
Ah, damn it. Well, all right. Well, I didn't get it, but I'm glad that there was something in the dark recesses of my dusty brain that could remember something.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I'm impressed.
All right. Fair enough.
Your third question. In the original one-shot, Romance Dawn, what was Luffy's goal?
His goal... Oh, fuck. I know this because I just watched... The dubbed episode of the one shot. He was going to be the greatest. It's whatever the fuck they were called in his fucking one shot. It wasn't pirates and it wasn't marine. It was what the fuck was it? It's another fucking thing. Hold on, my brain. It's working. Hold on. I know it was Garp. He was there. He gave him the straw hat. Garp was one of them. Fucking I can do this. I can do this. Brain work. You can do it. What do you want, Luffy? What did you want? You wanted to be a policeman. No, you wanted to be fucking... What are they? I forget. I can't remember. What was it? What was it? I gotta give up. I don't. A peacekeeper. I'm gonna go peacekeeper. That's what I gotta do.
I'm gonna go with an on this one. Just
Okay.
So it feels. So what I have written here,
Okay.
and you can tell me how you feel about how you feel about it. He wanted to be a peace main like Grandpa Garp, who was also a pirate in the first I assume this is supposed to be first version of One Piece. In an ode, as a sub note to this, in an SBS, Oda gave real world jobs to some of his characters.
Wait. That's a different question.
That's the next question. What the hell is this? All right, never mind. Ignore that. That's for after. That's for the next thing.
What?
I'm going to repeat what I just said in a second. The answer was he wanted to be a peace main like Grandpa Garp.
Okay. I'll take the L. That's not peacekeeper. It's a different thing entirely. I'll be honest. Neither of them ring a bell in dub or in English translation. I know peacekeeper isn't it, but it sounded familiar to that. Peace main doesn't ring quite the bell though. So I wonder if there's like a different romanization that I'm familiar with. That
sure.
Maybe I'll just look up on my own
You
time.
got
But I will
about
take the L.
90% of the way there. You with the whole Grandpa Garp and wanting to be like him. You were right there.
Yep.
Just wrong.
I know.
Wrong word.
Right on the cusp. Right on the
there.
cusp.
All right. What I was saying before is now context for the last question. In an SBS, Oda gave real world jobs to some of his characters, including the admirals. The question for you, Brendan, is, so what would the admirals do in real life? And also in real life, also they do work together. So what are they doing in real life? And the caveat here is that they're doing it together. They all work together at the same thing.
Do I remember this? I don't think I remember this. I'm going to say, hold on.
Yeah, let the cogs turn a little bit.
No, wait, hold on. I think I do remember this bit because they all have the same job, right?
They all have the same job and they work together at it.
Yeah, I do. No, I know. They're all going to be fucking podcasters. I know this bit because we all joked that Aki Inu would be fucking Joe Rogan. Oh my God. I can't believe I remembered that. It's radio announcer, podcaster. Give me the W. Give me the W, Christian. Give it to me.
That is correct.
Oh my God, yes.
The answer I have written here is they would be talk show hosts. In other words, all old-fashioned podcasters.
Oh my fucking God. I cannot believe my brain. There was like sparks. They just like ignited.
The brain blast you just had to find that answer. Outstanding.
Because you know what it was? I pictured all the admirals, and then for some reason I imagined Aki Inu with like headphones on. I don't know why. And then I immediately was like, wait, Joe Rogan. Wait, podcaster. Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I got it.
That's all I have for you. You went out on a bang for that one. That's awesome.
I'll take that one W. That one W is all I need. I'll take it.
Well, thank you for joining me, Brendan, for this rousing episode of Brendan Trivia. Very happy to have you as always. Great job.
Thanks. Thanks for bringing me here. I'm gonna post this fucking image to our Discord too. Let me tell you, man.
yeah. You may have actually gotten 2 W's out of 4, depending on.
Well, it still wasn't Luffy, so I got to take the L either way.
That is true. Your final answer was Luffy. That's fair.
Well, yeah. So I still take the L, which I accept.
All right. With that being said, Justin, do you want to close us out officially?
It feels better if the host does it.
All right. Fair enough. Follow us, please, on Twitter and Instagram at Panda Sightings. You can send us emails that Justin will subsequently ignore for the next 2 months and not read them. That's at pandasightings@gmail.com. If you would like to be as cool as Twiggo, Easy Life, and Taco, you can join our Patreon. That's Panda Sightings as well. We have a community Discord where those 3, among many others, hang out and talk the shit and do whatever they want and watch movies. And yeah, you can find the link to that in the link tree in our socials. If you would like to support us, but obtain something actually substantial out of it, we have a Redbubble shop with about 6 designs that you can apply as just a sticker, or you can put it on a bunch of other things that you would like. They have like 30 or 40 things that you can do. So you can actually receive something for your monies rather than just giving us a little bit of cash here and there. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's another option. The Redbubble is in the description of the podcast.
Thank you, Christian. That was delightful. That was lovely.
Mm-hmm,
You're the best. Did great.
Thanks, man.
I can't wait for Devin to come back eventually and be like, he has no job again.
I mean, we're not even going to tell him. We just won't even mention it.
Yeah, I mean, like, we give
do?
him the job back every time. It's not like we keep it from him. We're not gatekeeping it.
He's just never around.
The people clamor for Devin to do the thing.
Mm-hmm,
so of the 5 of us, which admiral are we? If all the admirals are the podcasters.
Well,
Christian's
we have an
Aokiji.
imbalance here, right?
Because we're missing.
Well, we got
the
us
identity of
3.
one.
We got Devin, and then we got Jordy.
Well, right, but there's
so
We only know 4
Go ahead.
admirals.
oh no, you're right. We know 4. There's a 5th one that we don't know anything
right.
about.
So this is what I'm going to suggest. Jordy has to be
fifth
Ryokugyu
one.
because he's
Okay.
never fucking around.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I should probably be Aokiji, even though I know that that's going to tear Christian apart. Because as of late, I'm also never around.
No, you have to be Kizuru then.
unfortunate.
Kizuru shows up once and then never again. Twice.
Actually, but am I? But Kizuru is like too chill, right?
I feel like Aokiji's more chill than Kizuru is.
Yeah. If anything, Kizuru needs some more chill.
Kizuru's got the most I don't know how to say it. His personality's not. He's the most animated out of them, out of the admirals. If I were to place one of them as the most animated, the most like outgoing, it'd be Kizuru.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll accept Kizuru then.
The
All right,
problem,
well then,
the thing is, so like that makes me Aokiji, and that makes Devin Akainu,
Mm-hmm,
and then
no. Devin is definitely Fujitora.
Get
And then-
out of here.
Really? I don't think so.
Outta
Justin
here.
is definitely Akainu.
Absolutely
I don't
not,
think that's
bro.
true. I think Devin is much too angry to be anyone other than Akainu.
Thank you. Someone with some sense.
But hear me out here. It would be way funnier if we made it be Justin because he hates him so much.
That is true. that would be funnier. I agree. but we went on accuracy for everybody else. So
Right. And then my sorry ass was like, this would be way cooler.
yeah, it'd be way funnier. So yeah.
You know what?
anyway,
To further
Justin
prove our
Sakainu.
point, or the side of me and Christian here, there is some smooth brain energy about the idea of a man who just bets on white and never ever changes.
Well, okay. Well, he was right every time though. It's not even that he bet on it was literally white every time because he knew it was going to be white.
And it actually was literally white every time, which is like a weird, we didn't talk about it at the time, but while we're here, what an odd way to like showcase a new dude that's blind. Because like one of 2 things is happening. Either it really was just hitting white every time, or he can still see with his eyes. I'm sorry. It was really hitting white every time, and he can still see even though he's blind. Or he can force it to be white whenever he wants. So, like, in my mind, I'm like, is he cheating? Because he doesn't seem like a cheater.
Well, but,
he can't
like,
be a cheater.
Each of those is wrong in their own right, unless he just played off the whole thing very naively to not start shit. Because the entire time, like if he was forcing it to be white every time using gravity in some way, he did a great job acting. Because every time the assholes in the bar were like, sorry, Gramps, it was black again. He went, oh shucks, that's crazy. But like very convincingly, like, oh man, I can't. Are my senses failing me? Like I could have swore it was going to be white. Or if you can see, again, he did a great job acting because then he just was like, I don't know, he's upholding some Marine standard where he doesn't just flip out for no reason. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
In both scenarios, him knowing is like, oh, well, he just like played it off for some reason instead of being like, hey, fucker, I can actually see that, like I'm not really blind.
I think any way you slice it, it's still kind of wild that opening scene was just like, oh, it's hitting white every single time.
I mean,
like,
that's the real thing is like, what are the fucking odds of like 50 times in a row it landing on white?
like that's kind of wild to me.
It's
but-
insane.
Just let me have my cool sword and my purple garb, and I'm cool.
Yeah. You can.
I also want to make sure he doesn't become the sword guy. That's another thing.
Well-
That's too good for my boy. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Damn.
Coming in hot.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm on tonight.
Anyway, let's end this. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, be out of here.
Goodbye, everybody. I love you.
I love you
Night.
too.
Well, maybe you a little less.